Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Thanks very much for tuning in. We are back on the Mississippi River. Our hard mode 1850 custom map with a whole bunch of custom rules to make the game challenging, if not impossible. We have had another week with not just one, but 2 trips into bankruptcy. Luckily, we've managed to pull things out. Luckily, each time just required a bit of a crowbar and smacking things around just a tad. At the end of the last stream, we were working. What did we do? Oh, that's right. We did our super detailing yesterday for console and PC. We went over some vanilla detailing options, just some stuff that you can do, right out of the box. Hey, first. Awesome. Thanks for joining in today. Let's see. This brick train's going where? She's going... Oh, she's making a delivery right here. We didn't get a long ride on that train. No, we didn't. How much food is waiting on the docks? 3. Can we even spot 3 food? Yeah, it's down here. Line and Kugels is not giving up a lot of food for us. No, it is not. It is sending all of it over here for Eau Claire, and isn't it feeding? Does Chippewa Falls not want food? No, it does not. Not yet. It wants 3 things. How much has this place grown? 338. Wow. Let's see. 117 on the platform. How big is this train? Oh, she goes all the way back to... Oh, wow. Yeah, she better... Let's upgrade that while we're here. What is this? She's a GV. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's fix that one while we're here. Now, she's in Milwaukee Road colors. The GV is... Let's find her on the list. She's way up here. Some of this stuff we have not upgraded in a long time. We're going around the map counterclockwise. So that's causing... quite a bit of... Hey, Store Pop, is this still your birthday? No, it's not. All right, let's stop shilling for birthday. All right, I turned that off. Is that Steam Pet thing been there all this time? I thought we disabled that thing. Yeah, that just did nothing for us. It's just a weird thing. That's well, hey, at least the birthday hat covered up the weird Steam Pet thing. All right, so the GV is 190 and 50, and we're going to put a 10-wheeler on here. That might be overkill. Yeah, but the distance she's got to haul, and at 75, we want to get the extra speed. So she is in off yellow or bright yellow? Nope, that's the color she's supposed to be in. Okay. All right, now we're going to give her new cars in black. Yep, let's see. Passenger wagons. No, passenger cars. Freight wagons. All right, here we go. All right, the 6-wheeler, much better train. For weight and performance, it's much better. The problem is we're in America, and, we cannot ignore, a train that's clearly labeled as an American train. Do we have a rule that says that? No, we don't. But where is she going? There she is. She's going into Milwaukee right now. So we can actually see her pick up and come back and see how much her performance changes. We could if you had clicked this button ahead of time. Well, 6419. We'll see if that improves. Because that 19 is a long trip. Yes, it is. Let's see, what do we got on the platform? Chippewa Falls 105, so we're going to fill. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I know. That was not the direction we wanted to go. I mean, We'll check the line when we get a little closer, just to see how things look. You're going at faster than train speed. Yeah, because, I mean, this is just a simple upgrade. We're not... And this is just... Actually, I mean, we've been through this tunnel enough. We know this portion of track is all working good. We're not getting train ride music. Nah, this isn't... I expect it to be in Chicago. Okay, you gonna check the junction? Yes, we are. Longer train, we always want to check. Yeah, we got plenty of room. All right, let's head into the tunnel. The passenger junction on the right, or the freight junction on the right, has gotten outrageously large. Well, that's because we're pulling 300s through here now. And there's a junction coming off, there's a siding coming off of the bridge, and then the siding up here to the tunnel. And when we put the 300s on it, they literally just met each other. It was, you know, the bridge and tunnel are just too close together. Weird stuff happens. Yeah, again, our preference is no double. I mean, here we are. Here's another siding. You know. We checking this one? Yes, we are. Okay. Is that big enough? Oh yeah, plenty of room. Plenty of room. Again, these are passenger trains. They're not going to be... That's why it's weird that when you look to build a train station, the default for the passenger stations are the same size as the freight stations. You know, because passenger trains aren't that huge. Why do you have a siding here? Oh, because there's a bridge. Oh, interesting. Good point. And that's the freight line underneath us where we cleaned up some stuff. And now we're in and out of Wausau. Wausau. W-A-U. We know this one's big enough. W-A-U-S-A-U. Wausau. You know, why don't you make this a multi-stop local? Because this is the express track. See, we just expressed through Wausau. And we're doing 60, well, we're doing 68. Yeah, you should fix that. Can you? No, we can't. See, one of our rules is when we lay down track, once we sign for it and we get a signed purchase order, delivery receipt, we're done. The track stays. Unless something breaks, you know, our only real opportunity, like this right here, like, what is this roller coaster? You know, this needs to be cleaned up. We won't do it until we electrify. And then when we electrify, whatever we buy, that's what we're stuck with. So, you know, we've been playing this game long enough. Our track building skills shouldn't, you know, honestly shouldn't be so crappy at times. The problem is we've been building a lot of track while we're broke or near broke, and it's really adding up. You know, we've seen some. There's a brick train going back again. Are we working Chippewa Falls here today? No, we're not. We just happen to be coming up here. All right, how many people are on the platform right now? 139. So it hasn't really grown up that much on the platform. No, it's just, you know, it is what it is. It's been baked in for some time. Wow, 1.5 million on a simple train run like that. Yeah, but what's our numbers now? 6120. Yeah, so we don't know what the previous numbers were. No, we do not. See, that's an ongoing problem. I forget to click and check the stats. Let's upgrade the taxis while we're here. They are stagecoaches. Yeah, we have not been here in a while. We probably built this town in like 1865, maybe 1870. And we have not been here since. All right, passengers. Max. Let's see, 20s and 6s, 25s and 9s. For 8 years, it drove in Brooklyn's Prospect Park. That's interesting. A little bit of... We just went from 6 to 9. Yeah, just add more of them. The town is growing. Maybe she's up to 338. Okay, how many people are we running a bus from here to through the tunnel? We could. What's going on over here? We got 92 people, and this one is this already been upgraded? No, it's still the same GV. Okay, well, let's give this one an upgrade. It's also Milwaukee Road, and it's not carrying the colors. Well, we can fix that with the upgrade. Hey, why don't you check it this time? Yeah, I will. Okay, 69. Put it in chat or you'll forget. All right, whatever. 69, 14, and 77. Yes. Okay, now let's make our changes. Wabash wants food. Yeah, I don't know. We're still trying to hook up the basic stuff around the map. You know, we definitely need to spend some time doing extra cargo hookups. All right, so passenger cars 77. Yeah, but we're gonna go with the black, and we're going with the 100. 100. There you go. All right. Wow, 8.5 mil for that upgrade. Yep, it adds up. Well, she's on her way here. We just ran the same route with the other train. Oh, you don't love her as much? Where is she? Is this just outside of Milwaukee? Yeah, this is just outside of Milwaukee. Are you sure? No, I'm not. Where is this train? Where is this train? Okay, that's that yellow passenger bridge. See, this is the problem with playing on a map this huge and with all this other details. We have no idea where we are right now. Where is this train? Okay, I bite. We're gonna have to figure it out. Here's Eau Claire. Okay. How is she Milwaukee Road? Oh, that's right, she is. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. It's service from Minneapolis, St. Paul. I was like, what the hell? Okay, so then why do we pull? Huh. Yeah, then why is Chippewa Falls going down to? Because she's Wisconsin. Okay. What? Yeah, I don't know why it's going into. They should have trains going both places. Really? Yeah. All right, you should probably have both. Wow. Yeah. They should be going into Minneapolis, St. Paul also. That is so weird. I never thought about that. Are we ever getting to Chicago today? Yeah, we'll get to Chicago. Just chill out. I mean, we've only been here. We're not even in our first hour yet. Yeah, but this is you've paused the game, and we're sitting. Unpause. We're not building. There's no reason to pause. Okay, you're gonna have to run a train from here. Wow. Yeah, she goes into Minnesota, into Milwaukee. You're gonna have to run a train from here to Bloomington. Wow. How did we never thought about that? Yeah, and this place is big enough. She should have a train going back down to Milwaukee. Holy cow. Well, no, because our concern is we run traffic into the bigger cities. Okay, then why does Chippewa Falls go all the way back down to Milwaukee? I mean, does Madison go to both places? No, she doesn't. She just goes, yeah, she just goes to St. Paul. Wow. How have you, how are we at 1900 and just noticed this? Because we haven't been back here in forever. Yeah, you're going to have to, what's going on here? Milwaukee Road Wausau. The Wausau Cannonball goes to Milwaukee. Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, if we start running these cities and we give them trains into both Milwaukee and Minneapolis, are we robbing the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul train? No one rides that train, man. We all know that. Don't even say that. Where's she at right now? Here, she's got 141 people wanting to go into Chicago and take the crosstown bus to Ogilvie. That is messed up. Yeah, no one wants to take this thing to St. Paul. It's pretty much just all local traffic here. Wow. Yeah, you got more people wanting to go to Chippewa Falls than to go to St. Paul. All right, well, let's double up the lines. How are we going to change their names? I would say we don't. And we don't even change the color schemes. We'll change the train names. How are we going to do that? That's a darn good point. And do we have a turnaround here? No, we do not. She comes in. We've got express and locals. Well, we got room for a turnaround here, and that's how we'll run Wausau back to. You know, that's going to slam up here in St. Paul. Yeah, but it's far enough away that the trains will be spaced out. Okay. I mean, unless you want to make St. Paul bigger. Oh man, I don't know if I want to tear St. Paul up. We're supposed to be in Chicago today. Yeah. Is there enough spacing up here? There's plenty of spacing up here. I mean, it will handle the traffic. I mean, you got 2 trains sitting in here, 2 trains back here, express local tracks. Yeah. It's one of our detailings from last night. Cool. Yeah, see, just little touches, man. Little touches turn it into a whole different place. So why are the farmers not farming this? I think because it's too rocky. Really? Yeah, maybe we could like find something to put in here. You are like really squirreling this, aren't you? Like, I'm just saying, we're you know, if we could find evergreen trees, you know, what, you're gonna make a Christmas tree farm? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, a Christmas tree farm. We could make an apple orchard. Ooh, that would actually be pretty cool. Do they grow apples in Wisconsin? Let's see, sugar maples. I do not see evergreen trees. I wonder if we can go to the workshop and find an evergreen tree. You know what? Plant the apple trees. Let's see if we can make an orchard of this. I don't think it's going to give you an orchard. I think you're going to get... Okay, that's a little big. Let's tone that down there. Oh my God, you so screwed that up. What happened to we're not putting trees anywhere in this game? No, those are definitely apple trees. Yeah, I think you got way too many here. Well, we could always just do big swaths across the countryside. No, we can't. We need the trees. They're barriers. Okay, let's start with Chippewa Falls then. All right, we need 2 platforms. No, we're gonna make them. Can you? How much is the depot here gonna hold? 204. I mean, you're almost getting there. Okay, passenger building. Are we ever going to Chicago, Pa? We'll get there. We'll get there, I promise. Okay, nice bigger station. Okay. We could put the people on the other side. Yeah, we could. We could. Is that the detailing? No, we got to double up to get the detailing. There you go. See, now we get the detailing on this side, which is a cool thing. Okay, very different station now. All right, let's go. This one go. Okay, Chippewa Falls, Milwaukee Road. What are we going to call that? West? No, well, we're not going to call it west because it goes east. Okay, we're going to call that east. Chippewa Falls East. Okay, that's what you want to do. Yeah, I think that works out fine. So now we'll give us a new line. And she goes from here. Now let's see if we can get into St. Paul. You know, what we could do is we could make it so that all the trains coming up stop on this side. Okay, how are you going to work that? Well, we're going to stop on... try it again. She can stop on 3 or 4. Really? Yeah, she can stop on 3 or 4. Oh, that's going to screw up the expresses coming back around. Oh, yeah, that's right. See, yeah, here's our problem here. We don't have a through track. Are you going to make a through track? I think we have to. Are we ever getting to Chicago? Look, we'll get to Chicago, man. Knock it off. We'll get to Chicago. What do these numbers mean? 69, 14, 77. That was the Chippewa Falls train that we first messed with? Are you serious? Yeah, we were doing something in Chippewa Falls. We were looking at at this stuff, and we messed. We didn't mess with. We upgraded. We improved the line. Here's the train station. Yeah, and we brought in this. And how is she doing? She's doing 89, 14, 100. So her rate has gone up by. Well, she's gone up by 35, 40%. It's gone up by 45%. So it's been a very good boost in rate. Yeah, as long as the city's grown. So, I mean, there's passengers there. Okay, well, what are you doing down here? Okay, well, this is sort of a recurring problem that we have. Yeah, every time a train needs to loop, it's a recurring problem. Who's this guy? That's the CMS. Oh, you need to fix these things. These are... Yeah, these are even mobiles. These need to be fixed. All right. Why are these in... don't even... Just change them. All right. Replace selected vehicles. All right. We're going to give them 10-wheelers. Yeah, but they got to be in black. No, they got to be in... No, they're in yellow. They're in the yellow. They're in the correct color scheme. Okay. So we're giving them 10-wheelers. And then we're giving them cars in black. We're taking them to 100. Okay. Check the numbers first. I am checking the numbers first. Okay, these guys... Why don't you name it, too? Okay, this is actually, we have this in the buffer. Back up a little bit. Okay, so this is CMS. Yes, and it's 27, 25, 110, but that's because they're 65s. Yeah, split across 2 trains. Okay. And now we're doing a 17 million upgrade. They're going to be much faster. All right. Are we taking a ride on one? I mean, we have to. She's all the way down here at Ogilvy. She's backing into Ogilvy right now. Okay. She's carrying 55. You see, yeah, 20 plus 20 or so got off. Wow, she's taking a full load to Milwaukee. Holy cow. Yeah. All right, let's speed things up. Let's see how she does. We've been on this trip. Hey, we're in Chicago. That is the lamest "we're in Chicago" I've ever heard. What's going on over here? You know, we did this bit of detailing a couple days ago. Yeah, like a week ago before we started working on the steel run. See, if the town would just start growing out here, like this will just all get like swarmed with the town, and it will just make the whole place come alive. So we made a couple of improvements back here a while ago. The first one being that part right there. We cleaned this up a tad. Yeah. And then we brought we took the Rockford trains off of here and put them on their own path. I think the Rockford trains actually come through here. No, we're about to cross under them. Like they branch off. Like, yeah, right here. That's their passenger service. Sure it's not their freight? No, that's their passenger. We branched that off. There's no freight from Chicago to Rockford. That's the freight line. Yeah, there's no freight trains on it. You sure that's the freight line? It's the underused line. What's the deal with this loop? Yeah, it's does it connect back? Yeah, it connects back right there. Is that the Rockford line up there? I don't know, but we're making darn good time getting in the tunnel here. Hey everybody, welcome to the Milwaukee Valley. Johnsonville's growing. Yeah, look at this nonsense on the river. This is just incredible. You know, I've played maps where I can barely justify putting down a single ship at all. I mean, you know, it's like, what, build a bridge, build a road. Like, it's just, but we made it a point with this map when I made it. It was, we need something where the ships can be used and actually have a purpose. And the Mississippi River. So, I mean, it's been quite a, you know, this is our 3rd month doing this. Yeah, by streaming this, you know, I'm not sitting here, you know, just continuing to build. You know, and also by streaming it, the other thing that it's forcing me to do, which has really helped, is I go to the next city and we're going around the map, counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, depending upon where you live on the globe. You know, they might call it other things in other countries, you know, because they have other languages. Yes, but we don't know those. So, all right, we got 100 people. $1.1 million just hauling people up from Chicago. All right, train almost completely emptied out, and now it's a boof line. Yeah, we're... Is this her sister coming in? Yes, it is. All bright and shining. With her 10 people. $200,000. And how much is she taking? She's got 22. This is such a messed up thing. I know it is. All the trains that come in here go to Chicago. But they wait for this one. Well, we don't get to pick and choose, man. We get to put it out here. And okay, let's see, how's the Milwaukee Road look now? Well, now she's 51, 24, 200 divided by 2. So we've doubled our freight capacity. These are passengers. We've doubled our passenger rate. We've dropped off a minute off of our speed. You know, that might go down a little more as the Milwaukee Sunset heads back into Chicago. She might shave another minute off the time. Okay, what is this guy waiting for? He's waiting for this one to come up. Okay. And there's a switch here for him. Yeah. All right. Now, is this a two-way switch? No, it's not. Huh. How are these freight trains? Dude, now we're dealing with freight trains? I'm just curious. Like, how did we get a one-way switch in there? It's easy. They go into to deliver the tools. This one's going in to pick up tools, and they come back out up to here. So this loop is the loop, and this is the one single track segment. And then they branch off here, either going into the sawmill or going up to Chicago and then out. Oh, that's right, we never built the... No, we didn't. This is Mountain Division track. We've talked about it, but we never built it. You know, letting these guys from here sort of get a jump up onto the Mountain Division line. Take the Mountain Division line through Rockford, and then when they're up here, letting them grab onto this bridge to get up into the tunnel. Why did we never do it? Well, because, I mean, here's why we didn't do it. And this is Chicago work, because we thought that, keep the game going. We thought that all the iron trains coming in were just going to slam this line. And we were like, okay, Mountain Division only. And that was our answer, so we never bridged over to it. Also, there's only one train right now currently that comes down this tunnel, and that's to deliver tools. There'll be more in the future, but there's only one right now. And the line can more than handle it. There's plenty of space on there for us to load it up with trains. Yeah, that's a problem I see with a lot of people that play this game. They're afraid to load up, you know, well, they don't play the game long enough. It's not that they're afraid of anything. It's just, you know, they don't put enough, casual players not going this deep into this game. That's a good point. You know, it's, you know, Steam statistics tell us that on every game that you play. Just go look. You know, you'll see that Steam achievements, sorry, I meant Steam achievements. If you wonder what people are doing in a game that they buy, go see if the game has Steam achievements. And that will tell you how deep they've gotten into the game. And you'll see that, you know, like, there might be a Steam achievement that literally says, start the game. And like right off the bat, 80% of the players have it. And you're like, what? Where are all these other people? Yeah, they bought the game, downloaded it, never even installed it. Like, they're game collectors, or they think they might want to play the game later, or, you know, they bought it as a gift for themselves, thinking, you know, because I mean, I've done this, you know, bought games as a gift, thinking, you know, when I'm on Christmas break or holiday, I'll play the game for a little while, you know, or, you know, as my wife has heard many times, it's like, hey, here, I'm buying my Christmas present. These games just come out and they're on sale. I'm going to buy them now, and I won't play them until Christmas break. And then maybe you don't play them. You know, maybe you take a trip to Disney. Yeah, and you just don't play the game. Yep. All right, what are we doing here? Well, we worked on the Milwaukee Road thing. She's nowhere near St. Paul. That's Wausau. I bet you she's in Wausau. Yep, she just came through Wausau. Yep. And now she's single track. Where does this line go? That's the loop for Wausau local traffic to go back down to Milwaukee. See? Yeah, she grabs the loop and heads back right down the express side. She expresses in and stops on that side. Okay. Well, we said we were doing... Yeah, we started here with this crazy idea. Again, you know, this is a transport game. The more transport... First off, we're making a ton of money. We can afford a couple of... How much are we making per period right now? We're only making $3 million. We made 27 here, and that's after you spent 8. Yeah, and had you not been buying those other trains, you'd have been making about 20 mil. Yeah, we can easily afford new trains. Okay, but again, here's the problem with down here. What are we doing up here? Because you're going to start sending more stuff in here. We need to redesign this a little bit. Yeah, see, here's the problem. We counted numbers of cities. Yeah, you got more cities. Yep. And we unlocked the better tram stations. Yeah, but these are gorgeous. The other ones are ugly. They fit in Chicago. They really do. But these fit Milwaukee, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Yeah, Milwaukee has buses. Trams are only in our major cities. Well, what are our major cities? They're the 4 largest cities in the United States in the southwest region of where we are on the map in the 1850 and 1860 census. That's St. Paul. Ironically, it's St. Paul. Yeah, it's now called Minneapolis, St. Paul, but it's, you know, it was St. Paul. There's a whole bunch of little towns around here. And the airport is down here in Bloomington, and that's where the Mall of America is. But this whole area is what, you know, people refer to as Minneapolis or Minneapolis, St. Paul or MSP. But, you know, there are different, you know, it's like London. London has like 32 zones or boroughs to it. You know, it used to have like 100. All right, so Minneapolis, well, St. Paul, so we'll call it St. Paul. St. Paul, St. Louis, Chicago, and New Orleans. And then if you add another number to it, you get Cincinnati as the 5th. So those 5 cities are the only ones that get tram service. So why do they get tram service? Well, because we're forcing it down their throats. That's why. If we don't give ourselves a reason for a tram, we just won't do it. It's just that simple. You know. Hey, it's Flying Crowbar.
I'm back.
We didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, my daughter's off to breakfast with a couple of her friends, so I got some time.
So, if I could translate that into language for everyone else, Crowbar got dumped.
Well, of course.
But, I can translate that into my house language. Anna, the kids won't play Grounded with me, and a brand new update came out. Get your own friends and play your own games. But I bought Grounded for all of them. They said they would play with me. Did they play with you? Yes, for an hour, one Sunday night. Okay, then what happened? Well, then they played it with their friends and never invited me to the group. It's just...
Oh, well.
They get your own game and get your own friends. Yes, it's a common mantra of the gaming dad. You know, when they're young and you're the one that provides all the entertainment and fun and, you know, but then they get older and they find other people to game and play with. You know, you get pushed to the wayside. Break glass in case of need money to go somewhere. You know. So how was her flight in the storm? Crowbar? I think he's all staticky. I think we lost him.
Oh,
There you go. How was her flight in the storm?
Which storm?
Well, whatever storm she came through, did she get any of the hurricane outer bands impacting her at all?
When they come into Chicago from London, they fly up over Iceland and Greenland and up in that area up there. So I don't think the hurricanes were any consideration for their flight path at all.
Well, the Arctic highs are actually one of the things that helps draw the hurricane up. So, you know, the upper bands in the Arctic highs, but yeah, that's a difference. You know,
She didn't say that it was a rough flight or anything, so I'm assuming that it all went well and she was comfortable and
that's
not
good.
concerned about it at all. So
Good to hear.
yeah, they did leave almost an hour late though, so she got in later than we originally anticipated, but customs went well, and was able to get her on home about 8:30.
Cool.
She looked like she had been traveling all day and didn't get much chance to sleep. So I guess I wasn't expecting, but she ended up working a half a day on Thursday before she left, because she didn't fly out of Heathrow until about 3:00 in the afternoon. So she was able to put in a half a day in the morning, and then
Yeah, the flights that I've taken to London for work and taken the family on trips because I took them with me. You know, that's the one benefit of traveling a lot with your job is save those frequent flyer points for useful things like family trip, you know, co-vacations.
Sure.
You know, we always did the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night flight. You know, which is the one that your daughter got off of and was looking at all these people going, wow, they're heading back right away. It's like, yeah, that thing's turning right around. As soon as they can cram those sardines in that can and seal it up. So the jet lag is hers. You know, it's not the me waiting at the gate to board to go back. You know, because for us, you get on the plane, you know, here you go, here's something to eat. Okay, it's dark. Be quiet, shut up, go to sleep. You just, you know.
Yeah, you kind of nip that in the bud as you're traveling. But
yeah,
she had some other stuff she had to get done. She brought her laptop with her and was filling out some sort of application for something.
I would never take the morning flight across going over to Europe. I mean, because that would like, you'd have a whole lot of adjustments. You know, but the evening flight I think is the better one to take. We had a trip on the Concorde once. We had to cancel it because of a pregnancy. But we were doing a trip to Europe just to go for the fun of it, take Anna over to Ireland and stuff, and it was just a matter of, it was actually real easy to get a Concorde ticket when it was flying. It's much harder now. Although I guess you could get one, it's just not good for anything.
Yeah. Since none of them were flying, since they're all grounded.
Yeah, there's still talks of bringing them back. I mean, the problem is just, you know, it's not financially viable, and if you're almost deleted the whole train station. Got distracted talking to you and almost clicked the wrong delete button.
Oops.
Yeah, it would have been a big oops. It would have been a big oops. So what's on your gaming schedule for today?
Nothing yet. I mean, I just stopped in to see how things are going. I'm not sure when she's getting home, but she's got a wedding to go to this afternoon / evening. So
You know, slash small world, but is she a theta?
no.
No, okay. Because our theta is on her way to a sorority sister's wedding right now. I mean, that would have been small world eerie if they were heading to the same one. But she's I don't know what she is in the wedding, but we were supposed to be babysitting today, and due to the hurricane, that got canceled. Because Murma is sitting on the beach in a tropical island right now.
Getting those extra cruise days for free, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what she's getting.
Why not?
And she's not happy about it.
No.
She's nervous in her general demeanor.
Is it that, or is she just missing the grandbabies?
You know, I think you're exactly right. It's because she's missing her husband. I mean, I agree that was your first thought. that's what you meant. You know.
Oh, okay, sure.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. She's missing her hubby. So, yeah, it's definitely some interesting stuff. But yeah, I think it's just, this is, I'm not there, so she's out in the storm, all along. Oh, what happened? Oh, that would not be good. Well, that's why we back up. All right. Internal error. What the hell? Wow. A hard crash. Well, not a hard crash, a soft crash. Oh, I know what the hell it is. I know. It's the station. By the way, 71, 17, 200. So yeah, once she got to Chicago, 71, 17, 200 over 2. So we went from 27 to 71. And from 25 down to 17 on loop time. So yeah, way huge increase there. I'm trying to upgrade I'm working in Chicago today on my game. So of course that means I'm, for some reason, remodeling the St. Paul station. Yeah, it's some weird stuff I sucker myself into there. But this mod from this author, these stations that I used around the St. Paul area, they can't be upgraded. The way the mod author built them, they are one size and you can't change it. So when you want to work on the state, this is something I didn't find out until later. But I already got the stations, so I'm stuck with them. It's 320, 240. So I sent out the announcement earlier about the Rust server and all the Halloween stuff. Last night I was able to set up large buildings and overpasses. So now the days are longer, and the nights are longer for the Halloween stuff with the zombies. But now anyone playing on the server is prompted and they can vote to skip the night. So instead of having to sit in the base, you know, waiting until it gets better out, they can just skip the night. I thought that was an interesting thing to. I came up with that yesterday. There's a mod for it. It's not like I invented it, but you know, I thought that was an interesting sort of, you know, because you know, if you want more Halloween stuff, don't skip the night. Stick around, and if you do, then you're good to go. Oh, that station is large. Yeah, we gotta fit that in somehow. Right there, right there. I still have bumper-to-bumper traffic jams in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Of course, it's horse nose to bumper, but
Huh.
So, what game are you playing today?
I'm not playing anything just yet. I'm looking at some history of the Milwaukee Road.
I watched a couple documentaries on it. It's you know, like when you, because like right now, all the stuff, all the iron that I have coming down to the steel mill, you know, I tried to map out like the Mountain Division and some of their colors. It's interesting how the liveries changed over time. And apparently there's some, like at some periods of time, some of these companies actually got like big name artists to design their liveries. I mean, I guess, you know, for the guy that owned the railroad, it was a big thing to be able to say that they have, you know, this posh color scheme, or you know, whatever else they had laid out.
Well, it says that it was the first railway to illuminate its passenger trains with electricity in 1880, and the first railroad west of Chicago to equip all passenger trains with steam heat.
All right. You know, just the mere concept of being on a train with an oil lamp, you know, like do you realize that there are people today who have never, I mean, we talked about this before, but I mean, there are people today who have never worked in an office where their coworker has taken that small desk drawer, you know, on the right-hand side, that mini drawer, and had it full of cigarette butts, lighters, matches, you know, all the accoutrements of their daily smoking, you know, and the whole concept of them is just a foreign thing. You know, like, what? Smoking in the office? Yeah. like what? What did you think? Excuse me. All right, sorry about that. We had an emergency in the kitchen. Yep, someone's the height of their mom, or less, and needed someone to get stuff out of the kitchen cabinet for them. All right. You know, going to all the trouble to fix this station, I better just make it an 8-track while I'm here. 8. Will fit the freight station. You put the freight station back here. This neighborhood's not going to like that. Oh, progress. Progress is coming. Sir Flaccid, hey, welcome back. Yeah, sorry if I didn't see that. There was a ramen cabinet higher than a kid emergency I had to go deal with. Sorry. Crowbar Sir Flaccid is an army veteran in Australia, and also a gamer of Transport Fever. They remember people smoking in their home. Yes, not people smoking in home. It's, you know, people smoking in the office, and, you know, like especially the government worker, you know, with the
restaurants everywhere.
Yeah.
On the train.
Yep. Yeah. And there was none of this. Could you turn that off? Like that was, I don't know where that came from, but boy, that whole anti-smoking thing really ballooned. Yeah. And the other problem was a bunch of people that didn't care. Once it went into effect, boy, they really spoke out how much they preferred not having the smoking in the restaurant. Like there was just like, I think there was just this, like, you know, like a bolt, like a, you know, like a dumbbell. There was this, the weight on each ends, but there was this huge bar in the middle of people that were just like, what? I don't care, whatever, you know. But then once it went away, boy, those sands in that hourglass, boy, shifted into the glad it's gone crowd. Because you ask anybody that's older, and if they're a non-smoker, you know, and the whole attitude towards smokers really changed too, you know. Like it went from being, yeah, it's just it's an odd thing, you know, of all the, you know, the people, you know, your great grandparents went through so little change in their lives, you know. Ma, the new horse is in. Really? What's new about it? It has 4 legs instead of 3. Like what's, you know, I mean, their change was more, you know, the horse broke its leg. Well, now it's got 3. What's it good for? Dinner? Like, it was a very different time. Just, we got to figure out how to fix this track now. As you can see, we're working in Chicago, the suburb of Chicago, St. Paul. Okay, we got to figure this out. Had no thought of being here today. Give me more room back here. Don't delete that bridge. We'll never be able to rebuild it. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Get your drinks refilled at the bar. Oh, no, wait. We're in a hall. You don't have to go to the bar. The girl comes around. Or the guy with that. You ever been to a German beer drinking hall?
No, I don't think so.
They carry so many freaking steins with them. It's just, it's amazing to see. You know.
I've seen pictures of the Oktoberfest in Munich where they got 4 or 5 in each hand, and they're not light.
No, they are not. They are just, and you know, you see them and it's like, holy, like, you know.
There's a commercial that's out right now for one of the beer companies. That you know, it's an Oktoberfest commercial, and it's some doofus carrying. He's got like 3 steins in each hand, and he drops them all. What beer commercial is that? Is that a Leinenkugel commercial?
Think carefully, bucko. Yeah, we can't do that. No, because we need that to come through here. What's our terminal size? They're 408s. You don't need more buildings than that. Okay. I have never seen a Leinenkugels commercial except on the internet. Ooh. Ooh's right. Now you get out of here. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Okay, look, the track ain't gonna go through here. You know that, don't. I'm gonna check it just in case. Just a second.
Oh no, it's a Sam Adams commercial.
You know, they got this commercial series they've been running about your cousin from Boston.
That's the commercial, yeah.
Yeah, like,
or one of the commercials.
That is not going to work. No, it's not. Damn it. Yep, delete the street. Ouch. Damn. All right, put the street back. They'll come back. Hope so. They'll come back. Yeah, I'm not sure they know their target audience well enough to make a commercial like that. It's a little... You know, who's drinking Sam Adams? Because, you know, it's from Boston. Because all you really got to do is just look it up and decide, wait, is it actually in Boston using an old recipe? You know, is there a history to this? Like, let's say, a fine quality river beer like Schlitz, you know. Collision. Yep, collision. All right, come down here. Just get right to there. Now come through here. All right, now get us over to there. Well, we really are boxing in the passenger trains. Yes, we are. So these people no longer have train station access. Unless you can try this.
What's the tagline on Schlitz beer?
Better than piss? Or worse than piss? I don't know. What's that?
The beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before. Okay, I think that, yeah, that'll work. They can get to the, on both sides. Terminals. The buildings aren't showing up. No, but it is reading this as a track 9. Ain't no one taking that one. They won't be able to get to it. Okay. Now, it's appropriate that we're working in St. Paul and it's Oompa Band music right now playing on the in-game radio. A lot of German immigrants up here. A lot of Asian immigrants too. You know, it's just interesting places where people in the country, you know, move to.
I forgot about that railroad. I haven't seen that one in a while.
What's that?
The Sioux Line.
The Sioux Line. That's clean this up. Come up to here. Do you think you need to do that? Yeah, we need to get out of the way of this, all this stuff. All right. That's plenty of space for the larger trains to come through. Okay. Signaler up. Signals. One way? Yes. Wait to go. Okay, there should be no freight lines in this list. Yeah, they should. They don't have a station anymore. No, they stopped here. Yeah, see, they squeezed themselves in here. Oh. Are we going to allow that? Wausau, St. Paul. Yeah, that's just going to be making all these local stops along here. So, yeah, we're going to allow it. Well, then we don't need a station down here. No, we didn't build one. Okay, so this is the passenger traffic heading in. She's got a siding out here. And now she's in the city. All right, now, do your magic. Yeah. All right, how are we doing this? A ladder? Well, are we separating east and west traffic? Well, here's why. Because the westbound traffic, when it gets to here, has to loop back. Yeah, so they're the only ones that need the loop. Yeah, but when they loop back, they're going to need to be on the eastbound side, the westbound side. Yeah, and the westbound traffic needs to loop out here. So there's a lot of crisscrossing going on. No, there's not. We can put this loop under the bridge. Didn't we try that before? I don't know. We haven't been here in 3 weeks. Let's just see. Put a stub here. Can you connect over to there? Yeah, at a slightly better speed too. Okay. So then, let's try it. Alright, what are we doing? See, yeah, when this guy branches in, he's still got to go back. Alright, well, let's try this. Who's going to take this route? There is no through traffic like this. Yeah, there is. The westbound guys that loop back. Oh, cool. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So this would be. Yeah, this would be the West End boys heading back up. Yeah. There's our expresses. Do you want to get rid of the platform? That's a good question. No, because this whole station screws up if we do it, so we have to keep the platform. Bring this back some. No easy way to do that, is there? Yeah, they'll sit here at the signal. That's how we do it. Once they're on here, yeah, they're good to go for a little while. All right. Well, they're good to go until they get down here. Yeah, that works. They've got a good stretch. Yeah, see, we can't. The one thing with this game is we can't assign track priority. So there is no way to, I mean, we can play with it a little bit, but it's not guaranteed. Okay, this guy has 3 tracks here. Well, let's bring him in. Because anybody stopping here has to turn around. Oh wait, that's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it. We'll lose a couple buildings. We're fine with that. In the interest of looking cooler. Can't do better than that. Just ladder me in first. Oh, don't tell me we're going to blow into that station there. Yeah, we might. Okay, it's too much curvature. Come out a little bit. Right there. Right there. Okay, now. Look at that. We still keep the station. That worked out good. Yeah, and now these guys go direct to the loop to get themselves back. That's not a bad thing. Now, which track do they go back on? Well, that's easy. There. Now they're in the loop. Yep. And now, look at that. Alright, so now they're in here, they loop, they get back around, they get out. This is why we pushed everybody back, so that we could do this without the nonsense. Okay, well then this guy has to branch off to feed these guys. Yeah, you think that's what you wanted? No, that's not what I wanted. There you go. All right. Now. Leave this here. Stop playing with it. Leave it alone. Okay, there it is. Aren't these parallel? Yeah, but something doesn't want to come over. There you go. All right, you're here. All right, now give me the ladder. There you go. All right, now the other one. All right, there's your ladder in. Get rid of this. Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. When the track won't do what you want, just put down another one. That branch off of it. Well, if you put the tracks parallel, you know, like a large station like this, you can run 12 parallel tracks. And then you wind up with these gap tracks, but it makes it easier for you to hook stuff up. All right, now these guys got to turn around. Yeah, these guys don't. So this is our direct in. Is there still a train here? Yeah, push that back. Okay, now here's our in. Straight to here. That looks cool. Yes, it does. All right. Oh wait, no. Get rid of this. And this. Push them all the way up to there. All right. Now, give us our in. See, that's why you gotta be careful with this. And here's our out. Yeah, she's right here. Okay, there's your out. All right, now, these three guys, they need to loop up here. Look at that. Right, now, ladder. And the second one. All right. Signal me up. There's your express. There's your ladders. Yeah, see, and none of these, they will not jump over to these delivery platforms because they can't get out. Yeah, see, if anybody pulls in here, it has to go back. So they can't get out. All right, so now we're over here. Bring us back into the station. Ugh, careful. Yep. All right, now bring us into the station. I think your height's off a little bit. Not that I might be off, supposed to be level track. Yeah, that's not level track. All right. Just run it from here. Can you up that speed any? Not really. All right. Now, they have a loop. Yes, they do. And that'll get them back. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's getting confusing because we're looking at the freight lanes at the same time. Yeah, it's getting very, very crowded in here. Okay, and the express needs to get back onto the, up to here. Well, let's do that here. Okay, signaling. Waiting to leave, waiting to get on the bridge. All right, get rid of this. Okay. Now, they have to wait for the express. Yeah, but they can still go back onto the 3 lines. Well, here's what we could do. Yeah, what? Well, they come off the bridge. How do we get them over to here to then only feed into there? If you branch off here first, and don't do a double slip switch there. Ooh, double slip switch. Fancy. Yeah, branch off. No. Here's your siding exit, right here. Nope, she doesn't like that. All right, try it this way. It's the signal that's screwing you up. All right, now you can do it. Just bring it down here and we'll delete the after. Okay. Now, you're off the bridge. Can I go directly off the bridge to the express? That's too stubby. Back this up just a hair. What about now? This music never plays when we're buying a Russian train. Somebody doesn't like this. 50, 71.
They just don't like Russian trains, maybe. I don't know.
Going through the... Well, I mean, it's part of the... When the game came out with the new Asian content and stuff, they added some Russian music. You know, because the Russian trains are Asian, not signal. There you go. All right, we'll clear the bridge. Now, look at this. No double slip switch. Yeah, but that track looks like crap there. Well, let's fix it. The problem is the height. Yeah, back these all back up. And there are so many trains packed into this little section of track back here. There's like 10 of them on top of each other. All right. This brings me into the station. Yes, it does. Okay. Let's get that going. All right, we come straight in. And give me a ladder. Come on, keep going. The ladder's going to be under the bridge, isn't it? Yeah, that doesn't matter. But we got to build it down here, because if you build it up top, it'll grab the bridge. And that won't look good. You get all goofy. Okay, we're in, and we're in. Okay. And then these guys, when they come out, can only loop. Yeah, and then they come back and they have express access to get out. And if they, for whatever stupid reason, cross all the way over, they can only loop back. All right, now let's get these guys back onto the out. All right, there's the track. Yeah, bring us down. Now you gotta go all the way over. That's right. All right, now here's where it got weird. Well, we still have a little bit of a... Can you come down any? There you go. I mean, the speeds aren't great. They'll forgive us. Okay. Double slip? No. Look at that. Look at that. Bingo. All errors gone. let's do our track assignments. All right, who the hell is in here? This guy on the brickworks is over here. Yeah, because he's picking up the bricks, coming up here, and he's delivering bricks to Winona. And then in Winona, he's crying because he wants to turn around. Yeah, but he can't because of the signals. It doesn't matter, they still try it. Now he comes all the way up here to La Crosse, and then we have him turn around up here. Yeah, there's some problem. Like they scream if you don't put that in there. All right, so we don't add a new freight station. No, we replace it right here. Cool. All right, now passengers. All right, passenger traffic. Okay, the Bloomington Flyer. I mean, that's coming from up here. All right, well, let's put it over there. She drops off first then. Manage the line. When she comes into St. Paul, she goes to track 1. Okay, then why is she looking like she's over here? Because this is her first stop, but she's taking the express out. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was looking at these two pairs. These are the express lines. Do you want to get rid of the platform in the middle? No, it can stay. It's just, well, how about we do this? No, don't delete this stuff. We just put it down. Let's find, here it is. Okay, let's do this on the express tracks. That is awfully long. We don't have any length of straight like that. Do we have a 20 or a 30 straight? You know, we don't need the track. I guess we don't. All right, we'll put it in this way. Okay, this is the St. Paul switch house. St. Paul switch house. Switch house, one word. Yeah, St. Paul switch house. There you go. All right, might help us to remember that these are different tracks. Yeah, they're the expresses. Okay, so now the Bloomington Flyer, she's on 1. Make sure she's on 1. Okay, who's next? Milwaukee Road. Let's look at this crap. This is insane. See, this is why nobody was taking this train. She's doing stupid shit like this. What the hell is this? Yeah, she was probably just cycling around here 5, 6, 10 times. That is
just going around and around and around.
Well, right now with the modified station, she goes through the St. Paul station 4 times. She goes in, comes out, loops around, goes in again, drops off, loops around, comes back, and then leaves. Like, the insanity of what this thing was doing is just... But nobody was taking this train. Alright, so let's put her on... 9 is the cargo platform. No, 9 is still a passenger platform. No, it's not. 9 is over here. Oh yeah, that's right, we said that. Yeah, put her on 8. Look at that. Once through the station, and then out. Yeah, completely fixes it. Alright, Eau Claire. Eau Claire comes in from this side, so we're going to put her on 7. She's fixed. Okay, who's next? Madison. Okay, Madison will go on. She going on 6 also? Yeah, she's going on 6. She's going on 6. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a dilemma. All right, so who's on this side? It should just be the 3 trains. Okay, CMS is on. She's on 8. Yeah. Okay, Eau Claire. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, we got to be careful with that. Yeah, Eau Claire's on 7. Okay, and then Madison is on 6. Yes. Okay, but we have a double up in here somewhere. Yeah, who is that? Well, let's see who the next train is. Line 1. Oh, yeah, this is another goofy one. Yeah, all right, so this is Chippewa Falls West. You just took a screenshot. Good job. Bad fingering that button. All right, so Chippewa Falls West is going to stop where? You know, we could just put all the westbound traffic on all 3 platforms. Yeah, we could. Let's give it a shot. I mean, that's what the game features let us do. All right, Chippewa Falls West. When she gets to St. Paul, she is on 6, and she can also go to 7 and 8. Okay. Sure that's what you want? No. See, assigned tracks look busier. Because then when they come in, they park. Yeah, but they're supposed to reroute themselves. You know, that's what they say on the label. All right. And that one goes down to Milwaukee. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, Madison. Madison, when she comes to St. Paul, she can also go to 7 and 8. Okay, and now Eau Claire, when she comes into St. Paul, she can go to 6 and 8. Okay, and then who's next? The CMS. The train no one rides. She can go to 7 and 6. Okay, so that means no one gets off at 5. No, it's the express. Okay. So then we're doing the same thing over here. Well, so far the only train that comes in over here is the Bloomington Flyer. We won't be using this side until we do individual trains to Winona and La Crosse, or down to Dubuque or Rock Island. Yeah, or Albert Lee, if we're going to run a bridge. Yeah, I think we're going to have a bridge episode where we sit down and go back up and check the bridge list again, and then add all those bridges, and then figure out what they do. Okay, now if you turn this back on, spin the map around the right way. There we go. Sure that's the right way? No. What the hell? Where is... You're in Bloomington. Oh, crap. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Did we just put the station in the wrong way? Yeah, that would have really been a shit thing to have just discovered this late. Then we put the station in the wrong way. Holy crap. Yeah, that would be some messed up stuff. Alright. Passenger buildings. We don't need another building. We got more than enough terminal space in here. Okay. Alright. The game will fill in here. We're not missing any stops. We got this station here with plenty of catchment. Okay. These guys still have a route. Yes, they do. Okay. We don't need the freight loop. We tore that out a long time ago. Okay. What else? Are we missing anything? Can we make this street a little better here? Let's see. Yeah, it is weird that it bends like that. Well. I'm not sure that's better. Well, we don't need any trams on the street. There's no trams going in here. Looks a little cleaner. Why did we build it at this angle? Because if we build it straight, it would look like everywhere else. Okay. Hit the go button. The first thing we hear is the squeal of a train.
Screeching to a halt? Or
yeah, that was the very... I said, let's hit the go button, and the first sound you hear is... What the hell? I mean, we're here. These are GVs. Yeah, they can definitely get upgraded. Alright. Hit the train. No, replace the train. Okay, these are Milwaukee roads. Yeah, they didn't have the right color scheme. 10-wheelers. They get the orange. And then we put in black US 100s. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, again, check the number. Write it down. Alright, here we go. This is 187, 198 divided by 2. Okay, replace. 275 for 200. Holy crap. Yeah, that is a huge difference. Alright, and where is she going? That's a good point. She's wanting to go to St. Paul. Yeah, well, she's not going to be happy when she can't get there this way. Yeah, where does she think she's going? Well, you connected the track back up. Oh man, oh, don't, where is she going? She's not going to Milwaukee. Where's the closest she can turn around? She can turn around at Eau Claire. Are you sure? Yeah, she can turn right around in Eau Claire. That's what she's going to do. I'm placing my bet. She's going to take the Eau Claire loop. And... all right, let's find her. She left Milwaukee. She left St. Paul. She's all the way down there. All right, she's booking. Yeah, she's got a brand new train. She's going to take the loop. Okay. Yeah, she's going to go under the Ye Olde Bridge to go out to Rockford. There she goes. Is there a Rockford loop? No, she's going to loop in Eau Claire. Rockford loop would have gotten her back onto this track, but it wouldn't have gotten her off of it. There she goes. Yeah, she's just going to loop in Eau Claire. Okay. And then when she's going to have to double loop. Yeah, because when she goes back to Milwaukee, when she goes back to St. Paul, she's going to have to loop around in St. Paul to then get on the St. Paul local. What a trip. Yeah, and we're losing money the whole way. So the title of today's stream is Blind Gamer Tries to Go to Chicago. Does that justify the fact that you're working in St. Paul? It's kind of funny that we were in Chicago for a few minutes. All right, well, that loop is working. I mean, it's a loop. It's always worked. Yeah. So we should be on the... No, we're going to have to jump over to the 678 local. We should be making a hard right when we get up here. Two rights. There's number one. We're now on the express. Where are you going? Yeah, where is she going? Where are we going? Are we going to Or are we going to Winona? Is there a loop in Bloomington? Why didn't she take 678? Do we have a loop up here? Wait, what is she waiting for? Is she just lost? There's no switch up here. Holy cow, that was a... How did we make that mistake? Okay, we're... Wow, we were missing that on both sides. Yeah, is there one missing down here? No, it's down here. Wow. Alright. Is she gonna get up to speed? It's got plenty of room. There's quite a distance from here to Winona. Okay, take the express. No, she got on the local side. There's not an express through here. Yeah, there is. She just didn't take it. No, that's freight. There is no express here. It was local. So now she's waiting for whom? Yeah, she's waiting for the one in front of her. Who's in front of her? That's her sister train. There's 3 trains on this line, aren't there? No, there's only 2. Okay. Oh, look at this crap you got going. Oh man, I wish we hadn't seen this. Yeah, now fix it. Damn it. I thought we were all good here. Nope. You screwed this up. Oh, crap. Is this line ever going to go down the river? Ugh, it might. Well, you got to fix quite a bit then. This can't be here. Okay, is there a way for us to... You know, I thought we were saying way back when that it's okay to do this. We're in the station. Yeah, and then we codified the rules and said no switching. No crossing ever. Okay, well, are you continuing the track down the river? Well, we'll test it out. Let's see how it looks. Why is there construction not possible? What is... Yeah, exactly. What's going on over there? Apparently, this is hysterical. Twitch's filters, because I sent the message 187, 198 divided by 2, blocked it as possibly sexually explicit. Do I want to see the message?
Oh, man.
Or it blocked Sir Flaccid's comment, WTF, and that's filthy. I remember smoking in the home. So, did it block the numbers? Did it block the that's filthy or the WTF? Maybe the WTF as explicit? I don't know. Wow. Boy, somebody put a lot of time into why can't we go here? Well, let's fix the track. There's something blocking us in here. Alright, well, that cleared it up, whatever it was. Alright, now we need a loop here. Well, Crowbar, can you watch the stream real quick?
Yeah, just a second.
I need you to hear this song and tell me what it's called. I think we've done this before, but I just want to make sure.
Is this on E6?
No, it's the stream. I have the stream shared.
Okay, I'm in your stream. But...
Do you hear the song?
The one that sounds like Ooh Papa music?
Yes.
Okay.
If you could just keep this playing for a few seconds while you're doing whatever and listen to it. I hear another song in this every time it plays. Let me see if I can... That's the volume. All right, this is 135. Okay, here, I restarted it. Just, if you could just listen to it, just let it play. If you can hear it when it kicks in, I'll be interested to see if you also hear it.
I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten to the point yet. Yeah, just like I said, sorry to drag you through it, but here it comes. It's definitely in here. I can't. Here it comes. It's got to be coming up here. What the hell? These songs are so long. I got 380 songs on here, and it's just, I think it's in here. Yeah, I guess it's just one of those things. I hear it. You're from Chicago, man. I'm not torturing you by making you listen to polka music. Isn't that the national music of Chicago?
I don't think so.
Well, according to the Polka King of Chicago. Does the tuba guy really just have one note in this whole song? Wum, wah, wum, wah.
maybe 2 notes. Or 3.
There it is. Did you hear it?
Nope.
I swear that is that Desmond and the Marketplace song thing. I know, now I remember that I put you through this torture before. I hear that song, that Desmond and the Marketplace thing in there.
You mean the Beatles song? Obladi Oblada?
Yeah, yeah. And that's how I know we've had this conversation too, because I don't like the Beatles. I know that song because it was on some TV show decades ago. And it's this whole time we've been doing this, I've been watching this one train from the train construction I did. They finally got to the station. They've been stuck, and they were at the station when I deleted it. So like they were right there, and then like the Langoliers swept in. they've been on a freaking 6-month journey to get back to the station. Yeah, I don't know why I hear that in this song, but I definitely like I hear it. I get it. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe you can hear all sorts of stuff in oompa music, you know. Well, I appreciate you checking.
No problem.
Yeah, I know we've had this conversation before now. So if this comes up again, one of us has to remember, are you mean that that Oompa Dee song in the thing? It's like, yeah, yeah, that's
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's in there. You're the only one that hears it, but it's in there. Whatever. Yeah, what was his name? The polka king of Chicago.
Is it Frankie Balanchek or something like that?
Okay, I found it. Okay, I found the clip. Let me turn the game music off. I had the game music up to 4, didn't realize it. Oh, I know why, because I touched the sound in the music player. All right, so Me6, we need you to play this. He says his name in this.
No, wait. This is Christmas. The season of perpetual hope. And I don't care if I have to get out on your runway and hitchhike. If it costs me everything I own. If I have to sell my soul to the devil himself. I am going to get home to my son.
Ma'am, if there was anything at all I could do for you today...
Do anything.
I can get you a hotel room.
What?
Excuse me. Can you excuse us for a second? Can I see you for a second, please? Excuse us. Okay. Couldn't help but hearing you got a little bit of a dilemma there. We got a crisis ourselves. Allow me to introduce myself. Gus Polinski. Hard. Polka King of the Midwest.
Oh my God, Polka King of the Midwest. I thought he was just the Polka King of Chicago.
Kenosha Kickers?
Covering even a bigger area.
No?
Is it John Candy?
That's okay.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Anyways,
Oh, the Kenosha Kickers.
I had a few hits a few years ago. That's why, just polka, 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 polka. No? Twin Lakes polka, Damavuji polka, a.k.a. Kiss Me polka, polka twist.
Well, these are songs.
Yeah. Some fairly big hits, in the early 70s, Yeah, we sold about 623 copies.
In Chicago?
No, Sheboygan. Very big in Sheboygan. They loved it,
I'm sorry, did you say you would help me?
Oh my God, this is like.
Fight was canceled.
There's just like non-stop jokes packed in this
See the guy
little.
in the yellow jacket over there by the budget sign? He's going to rent us a nice big van, and we're going to drive to Milwaukee. Now, I heard you had some problems. You're getting to Chicago to see your kid or something?
My son, we left and he's there.
Oh, jeez. If you have to get to Chicago, we'll gladly drive you. It's on the way to Milwaukee.
Can you give me a ride?
What airport is she
Well,
at? That getting to they're driving.
Kid.
A ride to Chicago?
Sure, it's Christmas time.
Thank you.
Like what airport is
You
she
don't
at
mind
that
going
she
with
needs?
some polka bums.
No, I'd love to.
Is that from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Oh no, that is a completely different and excellent movie. But no, that's from Home Alone.
Oh.
Did you know that John Candy is the one that found Macaulay Culkin and put him in his first role?
Nope, didn't know that.
Yeah, his whole career is a moment of just a passing blessing there from John Candy. He got himself into a bunch of kids roles. He was in he was one. I remember there was a scene where him and another kid were on a swing set in a backyard. Then he was in that one like Bad Son or Prodigal Child, something. I don't remember what it was called, but it was about like the mother had like this demon kid that was in this other kid that they were torturing and doing stuff with. And like she had to make a decision to like save the bad kid or let the good kid fall off a cliff or something. I don't remember the names of these movies. I just remember I remember the popcorn and holding that gal's hand. Outside of that, it's just a movie. It's just. But you know what? With the details I've given you, Google could tell us the name of the movie. Google apparently has a whole algorithm feature where they took the time to go, hey, might there be nutcases that use our software who don't know shit, but want to try and remember stuff? And apparently, Google was like, yeah, we can work on that. All right. Let me put the game music back on. Do you remember that scene from Chicago? Or I mean, from Home Alone?
No.
Did you ever see Home Alone?
Long time ago.
Yeah, to me, that movie has no Christmas repeat appeal. If it was on and that was well, first off, if the Christmas Eve movie was on, we only watch that once. We don't leave the Christmas Eve movie playing nonstop. And then, there's Christmas overnight and then Christmas Day. And Christmas overnight for us is most certainly National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And then Christmas Day is Christmas Vacation alternating with a Christmas Story. I'm sorry, my youngest child is asking me if I want chopsticks or a fork. The guy who taught you how to use chopsticks. I'm just asking you. I mean, the guy who taught you how to use chopsticks. No, the chopsticks. Well, I mean, why would you? Why is that even a question? Okay, hold on. What if you were giving this same dish to your mother? Would you ask her that question? You'd give her a fork, without even a doubt. Yeah, that's right. She doesn't. So you know who taught you how to use them. Never. The the crisis decision making that's, see, required senior leadership to make a command decision like that today. All right, who's this? All right, this is Madison. All right, what is she doing on this track? Oh, that's a local. That's right. She's going into the loop. Okay. Well, she's got a 260, so we'll give her an upgrade while we're here. Check her numbers. You know, it's a little bit of a slap in the face that I called this train poutine. 60, 20, 99, and there's only one train. Okay, so when we upgrade her, yeah, wow, all these trains didn't get painted in the correct livery. What was I thinking? Wow, not even the passenger cars are colored properly. Like what? How much slackage was I doing that I didn't? I mean, it's one thing for me to like, you know, like I miss the livery colors, but it's another thing to have like two different colored cars in the same consist. That's just lazy gaming right there. Okay, how fast are we trucking through town here? Why are we only doing 50 in town here?
Local ordinance.
No, I mean she's got a this train can do 100. It's like, why is she chugging through the station? You know, there are times where I just feel like sometimes there's a thing in the game that lets you overlay speed, and the way I find it is I just mash all the number pad buttons until I find it. Here is track speed limiters. See, nothing in here says she's limited. I mean, she's 120. She's not limited in any way. Why would she have? Well, see, this is the thing that always reminds you that in this game, passenger cars are heavy. Like, I don't know why people would ever think that, you know, a passenger train is lightweight. You know, I mean, obviously a little passenger train is lighter than, you know, a kilometer-long freight train hauling, you know, coal. But, you know, it's, you know, a kilometer-long freight train going to an oil refinery with crude oil that comes out empty still has weight. It's not. I don't know. I think maybe some of the people just get this perception that, you know, like they see semis on the road and they think that semis are what cause all the damage to the highways. You know, but they don't look around and go, look, that one semi is damaging the road, making it harder for us 10,000 cars. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Did we put a 10-wheeler on this? Yeah, we put a 10-wheeler on it. Wow. Let's see.
Decapod?
Well, the current 1900 engines that came out are the 10-wheeler and the A35. The problem with the A35 is huge traction power, but she comes at double the cost of the 10-wheeler to operate. And it's, given the fact that I went bankrupt twice this week alone, and had to do some sort of, you know, begging around the track looking for trains that might have been stuck or, you know, jamming up another train just even a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's the mere thought of just slapping on the latest. And again, there's, you know, this is a transport game. I mean, I just happen to be doing a lot of train work because that's the era that I'm in. But once we move into the modern era, it's going to be, predominantly tractor and trailers, hauling stuff everywhere. So, and it's going to absolutely be tractor and trailers that are taking freight to all the cities to get all goods everywhere. Because there's just... But it's just one of those things where, it takes a special use case for you to say that you need it. Like I have A35s hauling the iron ore down to Duluth. But, could I put 10-wheelers on them? I think I absolutely could for like 90% of the track. And then there's a portion of the track where even the A35s slow down to like 20 kilometers. And oh, we're not at train speed. That's why this is going so slow. I just looked in the window. I was like, why is this train struggling? And see, we should definitely get up to speed heading back to St. Paul. It's a straight run, like it shouldn't be. But again, that's one of those things. I mean, I, if there's other people that stream the same game, I just got a high five from my kid. It's a virtual high five, regardless what she says. Her yelling in the background. No, he didn't. I don't know. Did you hear her say that?
No, I did not.
No, but she was pretty clear. No, you didn't. She walked away. Apparently, I have to go back to the kitchen myself and put my own hot sauce in. So we're going to ride this train down to St. Paul, not doing 100 kilometers an hour. Like, why? All right, we made our second stop, so now we have better numbers. Okay, we're at 102. Huge jump from 40, or from 60. We're at 12-minute round trip time, down from 20 minutes. Big boost there. And we went from 99 to 100 passengers. Yeah, the only thing I'm not happy with is the tracks. We need more signals. Yeah, otherwise they're all waiting for everybody to go through the loop. Do one horn under the bridge. And then a regular signal over here. Yeah, we completely redid the loop, and I had to put signals back in. All right, that'll speed things up a little bit too. All right. So this all started because, in case anybody remembers in the before form, we were over here and we're supposed to be going to Chicago. And that was 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. I still didn't get that. Well, we did touch Chicago. We did ride one train in Chicago, but we did no work in Chicago. All right, are we going to add this other train? I mean, we started the line for it. Yeah, we're going to buy this train, and then that should take us to manage vehicles and cloner. Okay. And she needs a name because she's a passenger. All right, so this is Chippewa, C-H, how do you spell Chippewa Falls? C-H-I-P-P.
TWA.
Let's see. C-H-I-P-P-E-W-A. Yeah. Because it's not Chippewa Falls, it's Chippewa Falls. Alright, so that's the Chippewa Falls Eastern. So that would be the Sunrise. Okay, and then this one is the Chippewa Falls Sunset. Okay, she takes Chippewa Falls West. Okay, so we're going to take a ride on her, which means turn off the game music and we put on some train music. All right, let's take a ride on a brand new train. First passenger train out of the revised depot down here for the Milwaukee Road. We did all this work quite some time ago too. We haven't bought a passenger train in all this time to ride this. See, we no longer have to make that first off, we don't cross passenger lines or freight lines anymore. Yeah, I don't know how we ever got away with that, but that's a little bumpy. Yeah, but it's coming out of the freight yard, so we don't really, or out of the train yard, so kind of take it. We have very limited space over there. Yeah, also, we used to have to cross over and go up to the big city north of Milwaukee. We had to go up to
Green Bay?
Green Bay, that's right. Yeah, we had to go up to Green Bay to make the loop to come back down. So we eliminated the trip to Green Bay, and which a lot of people were probably happy about. And we eliminated the who is that? I don't know, but we're going to be following her all the way, aren't we? Looks like it. Well, good test of our signals. You know, the signals should be enough that, not that the trains can make it, but that the trains don't have to stop. You know, you want the train to keep moving. I mean, the first one on the track, they have clear path all the way. It's a case of how much, you know, does it slow the stuff down behind it. Like right now, we have to wait because it's single track over the bridge. So that's a tools train coming in, coming for a pickup. And that's an old tools train going out. Did we get to see a coal train coming down? I don't know. How many switchbacks can we see? We see 1, 2, 3. There's a coal train. Yeah, she's going up, so she's going to pick up. I wonder if she comes on to the next switchback before we... Or does she come back out? She should come out on... There she is. She's on that top bridge. Yeah. And now she crosses the second or the third bridge up there. And now she's up there at the coal mine. I guess I would redo that bottom bridge. You know, have the tunnel entrance come out more towards the lake and see if we could bring it up as a flatter curve. What speed are we at? No, we're at full speed here. All right. Well, we're heading to St. Paul. Technically, we are using using the term sunrise and sunset inappropriately because they were used for trains that left the station on like the morning run. You know, you want to catch the morning train out of Chicago somewhere. You know, because if you're going to Chicago, you're there for business. You're gonna have business and then dinner, spend the night, go back the next morning. So you want to catch the Chicago train out. Or you're on the morning train going into Chicago. You know. Then when they added the second run during the day.
The extra?
Well, yeah, you know, it's interesting when you, like, especially if you read up about, like you just talked about, you were reading about the Milwaukee Road. If you read up on some of these train lines, because when you look at a transit, or not a transit map, but a route map, I mean, it looks like these things go everywhere. And I look at it and I go, this is the 21st century. Who the hell would be taking a train out there to these places? And, you know, for some of them, it was their connection to the city. So, you know, how long did they really need to go? I mean, even if they just showed up once a week, you know, on a Monday to Friday run to take people out and bring them back. You know, I got business. I'm going to Chicago. I'll be there for the next 3 days. You know, you weren't just going out there for the day and coming back. And then you look at some of the lines and you know, especially the timetables, you know, like, yeah, the city might have had train service, but it showed up every day at, you know, 9:15, stopped for 3 minutes, and then was on its way. You You know, you better hope you didn't miss the train because you weren't getting another one for another day. Like, I think, you know, from a today's perspective, that level of, like, how do you look at that and go, holy cow, that's convenient? You know, like, I mean, right now, if, you know, like, okay, I'm outside of Philadelphia, New York, Crowbar's outside of Chicago. If, you know, he said right now, hey, you know, if you want to get here tomorrow, we can go do a barbecue. I'd be like, okay, well, that's Sunday. You know, I have to pick her up at the airport tomorrow. So how about we do it Monday, and I'll bring Anna with us, and we'll go to dinner as a couple. Does your wife want to go to dinner with us on Monday night somewhere? We'll go to Chicago for dinner, and we'll have that lasagna that you're famous for. You know, Chicago deep dish pizza. Like, it would be a no-brainer to say, yeah, we'll just drive there. You know, well, how much is it going to cost to get there? Okay, well, the distance from, let's say, Philadelphia to Chicago is, you know, Pennsylvania Turnpike, then the Ohio Turnpike, then drive through the, you know, the burned out, you know, post-apocalyptic remains of the you know, the dystopian future that's Gary, Indiana. I don't know what you think of Gary, but to me, man, it's just like a burned out Hulk, because that's all I see whenever we drive through there. So, I mean, there might be a beautiful town there. It's just, we don't ever see it that way. It's just like the timing of when we're going through Chicago. You know, like, we'll have conversations like, okay, look, we'll leave to get out of Philly and grab a hotel somewhere. You know, so we're not driving all night, but we are hitting Chicago, you know, by 6:30 in the morning to get out of there, because we don't want to be in Chicago's morning rush hour. And that means going through Gary at, you know, like pre-sunrise, and, you know, it don't look good. You know, so maybe when the sun's up and it's springtime, there's flowers everywhere. So, you know, not to justify my Gary hatred. It's just, it's based on my, you know, my limited exposure to the place. So we've picked up one passenger. This brings good tidings for a successful and highly profitable run. But see, here's the thing. Okay, how much is that going to cost? Well, don't forget you got to get back. Okay, so we're talking about, what is it, 700 miles? 800? No, it can't be 800. What's the difference from Chicago to Philly?
I think it's between 7 and 8.
Hey Siri, what's the distance from Philadelphia to Chicago?
Chicago is about 760 miles from Philadelphia.
Okay, so 760 miles. Okay. Hey Siri, what's 760 divided by 25 times $4?
The answer is 121.6.
Okay, so $121 in gas each way. And it's not gas, it's diesel. So $240 in petrol. Okay, so that's sort of the baseline. Well, what about wear and tear and maintenance and deductible on your vehicle? Yeah. If we're going to do that, then it's 50 cents a mile. You know, then it makes the trip much more costly. You know, now it's 760 divided by 50. Well, yeah, but you got to go back. So then it's just $1. It's actually easier to calculate cost to drive somewhere if you use the tax, you know, number to account for wear and tear, insurance, maintenance, and all that other stuff. But, you know, it's your vehicle, so insurance is a fixed cost. But, you know, it all balances out. So let's even take the high-end cost, $760. Okay, so how much is an airline ticket? You know, let's see if Siri even knows the answer to that one. Hey, Siri, how much is an airline ticket Monday morning, Philadelphia to Chicago?
Here's what I found.
Okay, $40.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. That's on a discount airline.
That's a one-way.
That's one way. One way per person to O'Hare, from Philadelphia to O'Hare. So now we're talking $160 for airfare versus $760 for the car. Okay, so now you have to pick us up at O'Hare to then take us to the lasagna slash deep dish restaurant. Okay. Is it costly to get to O'Hare, or is it a no-brainer, no-cost thing? I can answer that because I've driven to O'Hare. There's toll roads. That's very heavy traffic. So, I mean, there's a bit of a what am I going to call it, emotional cost? It might be a bit harsh. But there's definitely a cost to get there. You know. As opposed to if I'm driving, we just bypass O'Hare completely. You know. But now here's where it becomes like weird for me, because like I've taken trains, you know, I've taken trains from the naval station into Chicago. You know, when I was working in Milwaukee, I had to go to Minnesota, up to Minneapolis for a business meeting, and I'm talking and I'm missing the beats of the song, sorry, and I'm watching to figure out why we're stuck here in a piece of track. Yeah, Chippewa Falls is growing just because we put this train line in. It hasn't even made its first trip yet. This is a lot of one-way track here. Yeah, and does this even get us? Where is this taking us? It's gonna take us back to Milwaukee. Oh my God, that is poor track planning on my part there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there is no route from Chippewa. The only way to get from Chippewa Falls to St. Paul currently is to go back through the tunnel and go back to Milwaukee. Okay, we have to fix that. So yeah, so all right. Now, Siri, how much is an Amtrak? How much is? See, she's not going to answer me. I got to stop stuttering. Okay. Hey Siri, how much is Amtrak Monday morning, one way, Philadelphia to Chicago? Okay, what do you think it's going to be?
4 times what the airline's charging, at least. That'd be 160.
Yeah, see. Okay, over the next 30 days, the average cost of a one-way train trip from Philadelphia to Chicago will vary between $109 and $189.
Oh.
So, even if we go on the low end, it's still a $440 ticket, assuming that it doesn't get loaded up with fees like airline tickets do. So let's just lowball it and say $440. If we take the high end, then it's $800. So
more than driving.
Well, $800, it's their train. It's all their wear and tear. So I'm not putting, and mind you now, it's $760, 760 miles. That's one way. So we're talking about 1,520 miles on a vehicle. So I'm going to put 1,500 miles on a vehicle and spend $760, or I could spend $800 and take their train. And then
relax the whole way and not have to stress about driving.
Yes. And okay, now here's the difference though. Hey Siri, how long is Amtrak from Philadelphia to Chicago by train? It's 18 hours? I don't know. I mean, is it 18 hours? 21 hours and 8 minutes. It's a 21-hour train trip. As opposed to 12 hours in a car. Like, how is that possible? And then who's taking that train? That's the part that sort of gets me. When I look at those old-time transit maps from Milwaukee Road servicing, you know, Milwaukee to Wausau to Chippewa Falls and 4 other places in between that I've never heard of. You know, but they're logging companies, coal, you know, whatever, some small town that's based on some industry that's out there. You know, and they're happy to get a train that comes in on Monday and goes back out on Friday. You know, because it was pre-cars. So, like, that's the thing that sort of gets me with the train, especially in the United States, because I don't think trains here have gotten better. Because I've seen plenty of documentaries on, you know, modern passenger service in Europe, and they've got freaking trains running every 30 minutes some places.
Well, I think it's the financial incentive. The Amtrak's a government agency, and, they're not interested in improving stuff per se. At least in my opinion, they're not. And, if it was up to the railroads, they would probably try to see if they could eliminate passenger service altogether, because they're trying to make money on the freight section.
Yeah, and that is, and here's the funny thing. That's a complaint that pro-Amtrak people say all the time, which is Amtrak is okay. Pro-Amtrak people will say Amtrak bailed out all the passenger service from the freight line transit companies.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
How are you bailing them out? I mean, they didn't have to have passenger trains. I mean, unless there was some sort of, legal obligation that said, the Chicago Rock Island Pacific Railroad had to take trains from Chicago to Rock Island across a bridge and over to Davenport. But that contract would have been signed, back when they built the bridge in 1871, or even before that. It was built, in 1860. No, it was 1852. Yeah, because that's the one where Abraham Lincoln went to the Supreme Court with it. Like, how could that contract still be valid today? That's sort of the first thing. But I guess the second thing is, why would that freight train that's making tons of money hauling freight every day want to just keep this little passenger division? And that's, when I watch those documentaries, that's the thing I find interesting, that, railroad executives loved having those mobile billboards go by. Because you're sitting there in your car in town, and all you're seeing is Sue, 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 just flying by, and you're trying to ignore it, and your kids are screaming in the back, 4, 5. Like, it's definitely an advertisement for you. There's a famous, again, going back to when I was selling oil, there was a company meeting on a barge in Philadelphia. And not planned at all, which is really kind of stupid, because it just happened to work that way, and it should have been planned. While out on the, from Philadelphia, out on one of the, like a party craft ship, well, it's a boat, a party boat for a luncheon sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The company that I worked for was Cirillo Brothers, largest oil refinery in the state of New York. So the company,
only oil refinery in the state of New York.
Sir, that's not on our logo.
But it is the fact, isn't it?
That's not on our logo, sir. So
you're not answering my question.
I'm answering your question. I'm just reading you the logo. You can throw out you can Wikipedia all you want, sir. I'm just reading the logo.
No, you told me it was the only.
Oh, no, it is. It is the only one, yes. But the logo says it's the largest oil refinery in New York.
Well,
so
because it's the only one, but that's fine.
That's
it's
you take your victories where you can.
That's right, absolutely.
So a Cibro barge went by, and it was the Cibro Montauk, a huge barge, and it happened to be going in for a pickup. So when a barge is going in for a pickup, it's high in the water. So this little party boat that was out there for a luncheon suddenly gets dwarfed by
a barge,
a billboard of Cibro traveling on by. I mean, that's just amazing. You know, coincidence, luck. You know, that should have been timed way better. Because it shouldn't have happened. It just happened to happen. And no one thought about it, which is just like that to me is the difference between I've gone to law school. I famously talk about a law school competition all the time where we were in New York at the Second Circuit Court, and at the courthouse we went up against Harvard, and they were polished in the business ethics of meeting other attorneys, because everyone had a firm handshake, said your name, said their name, repeated your name, put it back into their head by saying it again, telling you that it's good to see you and your other teammates, Peter, Paul, and Mary. They had that. They were trained. Someone sat there and took the time with them and said, okay, in today's class in law school, we're going to teach you how to meet people, shake hands, and memorize their names. And there would be somebody in the crowd who had been like, I'm here for law school. Why do I need that? And you could just picture that the response was, kick him out. Because they got it, that there's sales involved in everything. And it really showed. You know, and as somebody who's done sales or been a professional bullshitter at various stages of my life, I'm very aware of what they were doing, and it was smooth, you know. And these were younger people who were just starting out on their careers. They didn't have 20 years of business experience and then went to law school. You know, these were definitely younger people, but there was a level of polish that was, you know, I was pleased to witness it. The two people on our team who were much younger than me, they had no idea. There was another person on the team who I don't want to talk about her in a she's older manner, but she had several years of work experience. She saw it when I talked to her about it afterwards. She did not think of it at the moment, but when I talked about it, she in retrospect immediately was like, oh yeah, and that too. Like she was able to put the pieces of it together and get it. So it was definitely a sight to see. And the train thing, like I pictured those executives in that exact same way. Like somebody had this conversation about, when you're looking out of your building in downtown Chicago, there's freight tracks that you could see.
Oh yeah.
I want my company's name running back and forth on those tracks all day long. And somebody sitting there having a conversation going, we have a switch yard. We don't need to go through here. And them looking at them going, I don't care if those box cars are empty. We own those tracks and people see them. I want them running back and forth all day long. And I could picture somebody doing that. Now, obviously, if there was a train crossing, they weren't doing it. But if they had stretches of track where they didn't have a train crossing, I could just easily picture somebody saying, hey, I'm looking out my window and there's no trains on this track. And them going, sir, in another 15 minutes, there's going to be 100 boxcars parked there for the next day. Because we don't need them and we're not going to leave them in the yard. We're parking them out there. Because I've seen it. I mean, I've seen it here. Philadelphia is flooded with oil refineries. And it's gotten different, as intermodal and train stuff has occurred. But, as a kid, again, because my father did welding and we, would hurt him doing welding and trailer stuff. We would go around these places because he'd either be there for work or he would know people or, we'd be going to meet relatives that worked there. You would just pull up and see hundreds and hundreds of just mobile billboards just lined up,
Yep. Hey, I'm going to go grab some lunch. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. Well, I got mine and I'm on a train ride, so you enjoy your lunch. Bon appetit.
Thank you.
All right. We got to fix this. And I've been staring at this the whole time, and I'm open to suggestions because I don't know how to fix it. We need a line that lets us get from here on this passenger line and get us over here to the Chippewa Falls passenger line. And I'm open to suggestions. How are we going to do this? I mean, okay, here's some lazy ways, which we're not going to do, because that's lazy. We're not going to do this. We're not going to have a big bridging Y going across all these tracks. I would say this is absolutely the worst case scenario if we do that. I mean, that just doesn't look good. I am open to we do a level crossing underground and convert all the freight tracks into bridges. That'll make this whole area, I think, look way cooler. And the passenger trains can certainly handle the dips, and the passenger trains can suck it up for all we care, really. I think that's what it comes down to. But I mean, if we're going to do that, we really need to make sure that the freight service is what we want, because it's going to turn into a lot of small bridges. And like this crossing here, yeah, I don't know how that's going to look on a bridge. So, like, I don't know, can we change the angle on this and come over here more? I mean, we have some room down here, and this is the through path. And as I say that, now I have to remind you that this is where the Chippewa Fall train comes up from Milwaukee. So maybe we move this, get rid of this set of bridges. When she comes, well, no, because keep this bridge, and then we do the switching back here somewhere. And then instead of having 3 bridges or a big underground level crossing complex thing going on, did we not know we were going to do this when we built this junction? You know, I bet you if we rewatch this very episode where we say we're first doing passenger service in Wausau or Chippewa Falls or Eau Claire, we talk about this and say, yeah, this will be great for future use. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's just, keep saying not, because that's how much it's not. If we come out of here and we just keep this bridge, how do we could do, does this cross over up here? Oh, look at that. This does cross over. So if we keep, we could eliminate this tunnel. Have the train stay on this side. We could eliminate this hump too. Wow, we could do quite a bit of an improvement to this area if we do that. If we could eliminate this tunnel, we eliminate this bridge. We bring the passenger service in over here. It's on this side going into Chippewa Falls. Oh, that would look awesome. That is a lot of work. Okay, well, we're at 3 hours. Well, I guess the next time we're here, we are rewiring the Chippewa Falls track. Do you want to delete it right now so it's broken and we don't accidentally forget where we are? How much you committed to it? I could definitely see it work. Okay, so how are you getting over to this side? We got elevation right here, so we have a natural bridge right here. We have a natural bridge with the track right here. That is ugly. Yeah, but I mean, we got a natural bridge here. I mean, if you come over here and we just go up. are you doing down there? I mean, there you go. We'll level it out 18 to 16. We can get it. There you go. I mean, we've got a bridge to bring us over to the other side. And we could do an incoming loop here, and we could grab the loop this way also, and just do we could do a trumpet. We could do a trumpet change interchange right here. If we put the trumpet in here, that eliminates this bridge and eliminates this tunnel. You know, that might get us into Eau Claire quicker. Oh. Yeah, see, from here, we'll bring us straight into Eau Claire. We could really use this interchange. That would be awesome. Yeah, then the train from Chippewa Falls coming down would be here, and it can continue into Eau Claire. Are we really going to run a train from Chippewa Falls to Eau Claire? Why not? Local commuter. I mean, they have this route. Yeah, but there's no reason we can't run the train. So we could have train service from... How many lines we got here? We got these two, both going to Milwaukee and to St. Paul. And we could run a junction in between them. Wow. Yeah, we could have that whole thing set up. And we could do it with just one trumpet and then have it fan out to both sides. Okay, well, that's what we're doing. Next time we're here, we are going to remodel Chippewa Falls and the Wausau Eau Claire Junction. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. It's been 3 hours.